Roy Keane was asked about Declan. What was his thoughts on where Declan's game is at this particular time?
I don't think he's been great this season. I really don't. I think he's not really kicked on. You know, for all the talk about him, a lot of good PR coming out of West Ham, how much he's worth. I think he needs to do a lot more. Doesn't score, obviously, enough goals, doesn't get enough assists. I think I know what I'm talking about. I played it in midfield, but he needs to do a lot more.
I have the same view. I think they packaged Declan Rice up to such a level that they're convincing people that he's worth £100 million plus. There's no doubt that he's a very good player, and playing in a better side with better players will enhance his performances. And Roy Keane sometimes can veer into the territory of pantomime villain, but when he gets into the territory of talking about things that are explicitly in his area of expertise, which is central midfield players, who is going to have the temerity to suggest that he doesn't know what he's talking about?
Well, that's right.
He's absolutely on the money.
Yeah.
And if you're West Ham, of course you're going to spin a yarn, aren't you, that he's this and he's that and the other, because you know that the football world ostensibly is quite lazy and doesn't necessarily rely on its own eyes, and will buy into that nonsense. And if you can convince people that the devil doesn't exist, you'll find out that he doesn't. And in this instance, if you can convince that Declan Rice is a £100 million player and someone's fool enough to want to pay that for him, then you're not getting a £100 million footballer. He's not a £100 million footballer. He's a very, very good, tidy, very, very well-built footballer, but he's a long way away from what people have built him up to be.
Someone will come in and answer the demand from West Ham that 120 million plus add-ons will get you this player.
Well, if you're going to go down the route of Bowley-nomics, then it'll be Todd, won't it? Todd will come in and buy him for 120 million quid because he's not really that much interested in valuations. He's interested in what he's building a football club towards. And if they believe that he's the missing part of a jigsaw at Chelsea that's going to be the anchor that they can build around, then they'll pay that money for him. My point is, and I think to some extent Roy Keane's point is, although it's slightly more about his performance in recent terms than his overall performance, is that he's not at that level currently. I don't think he's at that level, full stop.